Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dimitri. I'm an English teacher and a former airport worker. I used to work as a ramp agent here in Pulkovo Airport, also known as Lima Echo Delta. That's our ICAO code. And I would like to tell you a little bit about my experience of how it was, whether it was interesting or boring, difficult or easy. So bear with me for a while. It will take us maybe 5 minutes. Okay, so let's define who a ramp agent is. Well, in brief, ramp agent is an employee usually represent an airport, and this guy or girl supervises aircraft turnaround. Turnaround is the complete operation of an aircraft from the arrival to departure. Okay, so that thing, the whole thing is called turnaround. So among his or her responsibilities are, for example, marshalling of an aircraft, loading or unloaded baggage, even though those particular responsibilities may be given to loaders, baggage loaders, as well as coordination of all ground handling operations for a particular flight. So you may call a ramp agent an intermediary between an airport and airline. And every airline, also known as carrier, may have its specific requirements to passenger and luggage handling, as well as the complete turnaround. So what do you think? In my personal experience, the job was really interesting. It was active. It wasn't in any case sedentary. You had a lot of communication in English as well as Russian, but that was damn interesting. So we had interesting things, interesting incidents sometimes, and fun stories as well. Right, let me show you the next slide here. So I'm standing here on tarmac and I'm marshalling aircraft to a parking stand. Well, in this picture, the aircraft, in this case it's Fokker 70, is taxiing to a parking stand, and in this case you need self-propelled stairs, maybe a few buses of course for passenger disembarkation, and the pilot in command may also require a GPU. GPU stands for ground power unit, right? So sometimes it may be available, maybe not available, again depends on airline requirements. So in some airlines it's a must, right? It's a must have. Well, here it's me standing next to Fokker with the headset, and in a lot of cases it's mandatory to establish communication with the aircraft by means of a headset, or sometimes walkie-talkie, which is optional. In some cases forbidden to use walkie-talkie. Also, you always need to use headset. And a typical greeting communication includes the following phrase: cockpit to ground, here is cockpit, chocks in position, please set parking brake. Parking brake is set. And an optional phrase would be, do you need any GPU, sir? Yes, please. Do you have a technician on duty? And all of these exchange may vary depending on the situation. An aircraft may have a failure or a technical defect or something else, or sometimes an airplane has a bird strike, so you need to call a mechanic or a technician to look at the problem. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. Well, pros and cons of working as a ramp agent. Here are just my thoughts. You may have your thoughts on this particular job, but in my opinion, pros were flexible schedule. Well, as a matter of fact, we worked in shifts, so we had day shifts and night shifts, and sometimes some people work only days. I've never known any people working nights. Well, but usually those shifts change, so you work nights and days, or days and nights, and that may also be considered a con health-wise. Okay, well, the next thing is this job is active, so you always move, you have your paperwork, you have your I cannot say how many steps I've made, but maybe excuse me, 20,000 steps every day, maybe more. Climbing ladders, descending also. And of course, a company or airline offers you perks like reduced flight tickets, for instance, a gym membership, a canteen, paid trainings, or others. Okay, and cons. Shift work may be very exhausting, often causing burnout. I think it was my experience. So after a night, you cannot sleep properly. You're all like really tired. So I can't really say it the way I really felt because that was awful. Yeah. And here, the next con is health deterioration because of nature of work. Maybe hearing impairment, health problems associated with lifting heavy luggage or ground handling equipment, yeah, for instance. So, what's your experience of working as a ramp agent? Well, all in all, I do have fond memories of everything that happened to me there in the airport, including night shifts, including de-icing, including angry passengers, including special cargo items, yeah, like animals for this in this case, or dangerous goods, or any other things. But generally, you would meet friendly people, very active, very sociable, especially my teammates here. So that's the thing I really liked. Yeah, and of course, you had the opportunity to see the whole world flying with reduced tickets. That was quite amazing. So thank you so much. I just shared some of my memories of working in an airport, and please subscribe to this channel. Hope that was useful to you. You can also hit me up on Instagram at language underscore buddy. That's my nickname. So at language as language underscore buddy, buddy. Alright, so I'll post some random photos or some English related photos, etc. Alright, thanks so much. Keep it up.